Hey, what's up, guys? It's Captain Griff here, and if you didn't notice, I took a small 4-week break to, focus on a few activities in my life coming up pretty recently, but I leave you people for 4 weeks. That's it. And crap hits the fan so badly that it got into the sink, into our plumbing system, and now we're drinking the filtrated nonsense that came out of it. Now, if you haven't heard, or you're just living under a rock, Spider-Man's no longer going to be in the MCU. And also, Hasbro's taking all the plastic out of their products. I mean, I've been waiting for die-cast figures for years. Now, in the light of all this news, what is a lowly action figure collector supposed to do? Well, obviously complain about trivial things on the internet. Yes, folks, today we are talking about these things called fake nerds. Now, we've all met someone who pretends to like a certain hobby that you share, and they'll pretend to be very knowledgeable or very skillful at that subject at hand, and then after a while you notice that there are cracks in their logic and they don't know as much as they lead on. Now, let's use Star Wars as an example. You meet this person and they claim to be a Star Wars fanatic. They say they love it, they've seen all the movies, and they even love it more than you. So you ask them, what's your favorite Star Wars character? And then they say someone very basic like Yoda or Chewbacca, and you just assume maybe they're just really big original trilogy fans and those characters just speak to them. Then you ask them something a bit more, more into it, if you will. So you say something like, oh, who's your favorite character from Star Wars: The Clone Wars? And they're like, what's the Clone Wars? And you're like, what Star Wars fan, well, what dedicated Star Wars fan doesn't know what the Clone Wars is, right? Then you start to see the cracks in their logic, right? So on and so forth, they'll keep dumbing down their knowledge and skill level of said hobby or interest, until you notice that they've just maybe seen 30 minutes of one movie on A&M on a Friday night while their dad was watching or something. The more inquisitive bunch of you people watching have probably noticed that I'm what society calls a nerd. Now, I don't really care what people think about me, and neither should you. However, despite that, if you take something that I hold dear, like for instance Star Wars, Marvel, and Transformers, and pretend to be all hip and cool with it without actually being a part of it, or, taking the time to learn any of it, it kind of irritates me. Despite these people irritating me, of course, I don't really hold a lot of power. The only thing I can do is call it out when I see it and tell you to do the same. But to the people watching who do exhibit some of these qualities, stop it. You don't look impressive, you just look like a faker. And nobody likes fakers. On more of a serious note though, the reason why I missed about 4 weeks is because school was starting back, and, my birthday came up and a whole bunch of other stuff came up that, I didn't really have enough time to make a bunch of videos. But, to all my friends who are watching who came to my party and hung out and played Halo and stuff like that, you guys are some of the best people I've ever met in my entire life, and I hope I know you for many years to come. And also, you guys' gift, the Juggernaut and Colossus 2-pack of the 80th anniversary of Marvel stuff, it was awesome, and I love it. Here's some pictures of it posed. Really, guys, you guys are some of the best people ever. This has been Captain Griff signing out.